We got a lot of stuff in here. Kyle from BGR.
We're doing.
I'm excited. Oh, it's perfect. I'll hit underneath here with some M-Shine.
Yeah, that'll make that pop.
We'll see what you think of it when we're done.
Sounds good.
You think we can handle it or what?
Are you kidding me? We can clean this thing to better than new.
I'd say so.
What
I think we got this.
asking me that for?
What's in there?
Oh, he definitely ran something over. Yeah.
What do you sense?
Definitely squirrel.
This thing looks like it's dirty enough, I'd say.
The internet disagrees, buddy.
Let's get a puff cup.
No way, you really got me a pup cup?
There you go.
Now this is the good life.
You ready to rock and roll?
I was born ready. It's going to take a while at this rate, though. You should get going on the interior while I get a head start on all this.
Oh, this is gonna clean up so good.
What? What do you think this is? A game?
What?
This is serious work, Bob. You stay away from me with that thing.
Class cleaner. Hey, it's me. I think it's pretty cool.
Okay, so let me explain what Bob is doing here. The tornador blaster has a flexible tube that creates the vortex, but it wears out after a while, and then you need to screw in a new one. You'll notice that it will now have a much faster spin, creating a higher pitch when blasting air. Yeah, soak them switches real good. This door panel needs a little more. The cleaner cleaner Bob's been using is the heavy-duty APC. And being a soap, he finds it leaves a little bit of residue behind. So he likes to use our steamer to give everything a light rinse before we put on a protectant. Plus, the steamer is just really fun and satisfying to use. Well, better in than out, they always say. All right, with everything mostly clean in the cab, we can now spray on some protectant to rejuvenate the leather and vinyl. This will dry to a really nice matte finish, and the leather scent is absolutely my favorite. The protectant has a little bit of oil in it, so on glass and chrome surfaces it will leave a residue behind. So we follow up with our glass cleaner last for the windows, gauges, and touch-ups. We always save the floor for last. The ribbed style of big rig floors can be a little difficult, but running a brush forward and back along the same direction of the ribs gets it done. Our interior cleaner and protectant also helps get good results easy. It does not leave a greasy finish, however, so it won't make your brake pedal slippery.
Clean up the engine and the undercarriage. So I gave away my pump sprayer that I always use. I'm too nice. Tracked down another one in the shop here. This one does not have the short length wand on the thing yet. We're back to long length. I don't know, I'm gonna roll with it for a little while. I do like these shorter though. I just cut this pipe and redo the end. It's just a pipe, and as I recall, this end is glued on a little bit. So you have to break that free a little, and you cut the pipe to whatever length you want. I like it as short as possible. So take off about a foot, but for now we'll just rock and roll with the length. Won't hurt us. I mean, this will at least give me some reach going underneath. You know, I'm gonna hit up the undercarriage real good. So the Foam Pro 12. Now here's the thing, I don't have one of the pumps on this one, so I need to fix that. So here we go. Bada bing. We got the IK compressor only. So in this kit, you just get this pump standalone on its own. So the other stuff in the box is just the connector hose that comes with the thing to get you up into the Schrader valve. Where are you going with my manual? You get a charging port, and this is probably a charging adapter thing. What is this? Oh, this is the battery. They have a quick start guide. Yeah, this is the battery here. We got 1 bar. They screwed us. We need this today, man, what the heck? So we'll have to charge it. Only lame thing about this compressor is that they give you one of these Radio Shack
tasty,
charging plugs, man. Give us USB-C for goodness sakes. They must have been thinking about this for a long time. The Foam Pro 12's been out for a lot longer than this compressor, and it's designed to lock right in right here. So even though I've had this Foam Pro 12 here for years, now I can update it and make it nice. This is a big deal. I mean, this compressor is a very big deal. It makes life a lot easier. The only failure point is these MOLLE straps. They have this plastic buckle, and that's kind of common on MOLLE straps. On mine, they kind of just cracked after a while. Still the best pump sprayer I've ever used. Another thing that's nice is you can see how close to the top we are with our fluid on this. Normally, I would only want to fill it up with liquid up to maybe here and have the rest be air so that it can run for a really long time without having to pump it. With this compressor in the mix, you can fill this thing up almost all the way. You have to leave some room for air, but barely, because this compressor will keep up. So it allows you to fill it up much further and have continuous runtime. So it's for big projects like this is the way to rock and roll as far as I'm concerned. All right, here's the task at hand. We have a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff in here. Man, we're gonna get into all these places and we're gonna handle it. Oh yeah, we're gonna get that hands-on with this. We're gonna get in everywhere. Yeah, so I'm already starting to lose pressure. Normally this thing would crank back up right now and get me rocking and rolling at 100%. But I lost pressure quicker because I had so much liquid in the tank. Normally if you keep it a little bit more like 1/3 liquid, 2/3 air, then you get better runtime if you have to, if you don't have a compressor like this one. Can't wait for that battery to charge. Get in there and agitate it a little bit. I'll tell you what, all you guys out there with hot water power washers are thinking, man, what the heck? What are you doing? I'm doing it for the struggle, all right? You know what's even funnier is how many hot water power washers I own. I have a lot of those in stock. They're out back ready to rock and roll. Just guess it's my preference to use cold water only and see what the limitations are on the soap level. I'm more interested to find out what we can get done with just soap and cold water. Really need that battery to charge, man. It's time for the fender brush. If this ain't a fender, I don't know what is. Thank you, Detail Factory, for thinking of us. So these are the same guys who made these. Same people. Real nice detail brushes, but now we got them on a big scale. This is taking way too long. I gotta do what I gotta do with that grease. This is a necessary stage, but there's a lot more frame on this thing still, and I need to pick up the pace. You can get in here with like a detail brush, and it's gonna look good where you did it, but it's not gonna look so good where you can't get it, like in there. My thought is the touchless stuff should be able to reach in there, do a good job without me having to physically get in there and do every spot. Because we got more. This is gonna be a gigantic amount of labor getting into all this stuff. I think we're gonna pick up the pace and do what we can in a hurry. So I'm gonna rip through this whole frame with heavy duty through the power washer at 100 to 1. That should start loosening up some stuff for me. And at that point, I'll rinse it off, then hit it with the touchless two-step stuff, and we'll see where we come out. Maybe it'll turn out all right. Massive time-saving solution number 1, battery for this guy. Time-saving solution number 2, we're gonna put a longer lance on this thing. It's gonna help me reach more things more closely. We're still gonna use this adjustable nozzle holder though. We got 4 feet. We're gonna also inject the heavy duty straight through the gun at the same time. So we're gonna put it on strong with the pump sprayer, but we're also gonna throw it on through the injector at 100-to-1. That'll just give us a little more soap in the mix just to keep things lubed up. Yeah, I guess this is what we looked like before, huh? Dang. Alright, let's see how we did. What do you think, Kona?
It looks literally no different, except for all this paint on the floor. How on earth is this still dirty after a full day of work?
I haven't cleaned there yet. We're only concerned with this area here on the frame.
We're going to have to do better.
Yeah, stuff's definitely looking cleaner. I mean, there's less grease, but the thing is, with a single step soap, like how heavy duty is pretty good, but in my experience you need 2 soaps to get that last film off of there. Heavy duty is really good at taking off the big greases and stuff like that, but I want to circle back to this frame and hit it with the 2-step soaps to get it looking good without having to get in there with the brush. So we'll get on this thing with the 2 steps next, and I think I could use a little more impact still. Like today I've got to hit the insides of the frame rails and the underneath, and I want to hit a little harder than my normal machine does. Now this one runs at 3.5 gallons per minute at 3,000 psi. So we're at 10,500 cleaning units. The cleaning unit is the gallons per minute times the pressure. It just gives you like an overall idea of the actual power. Now this one here I'm pretty pumped about. This is our portable gas machine, and I realized that the bracket that would normally be for the hose, this really holsters a couple gallons of Stars and Stripes really well. And I'll tell you what, that makes a heck of a nice little package. This power washer here is half the price of the electric style one because there's a lot less components going on to make this thing run. You just got a nice Honda motor, good pump, same pump actually. You're streamlining the whole thing cost-wise while having more power. So this one runs at 4 gallons per minute at 16,000 cleaning units. So that's up from, I think, what was the other one, 10,000? Yeah, 10,500 to 16,000. So we're looking at 35% more power or something like that. A lot more pep though, and that's gonna come in handy today. If you're concerned at all about having too much power, then it's pretty easy to change that up. First off, the nozzles that come with this are size 4.0. You can read that on the side here. It's probably hard to see. The first 2 digits are the degree pattern, so that's the green one, 25 degrees. The last 2 or 3 numbers are the size of the hole. That's what determines the PSI. The smaller that hole and the lower the number, the higher the pressure. So you don't want to go lower than a 4 because that would overload the machine. Most of the power washer nozzles you get at like Home Depot or somewhere like that would be really small, and that would be too much pressure on the thing. The other side of that is you could put a bigger nozzle on and reduce the pressure while maintaining full flow. And so that's kind of useful if you're concerned about too much pressure coming out of the thing. The other thing you could do is just not get in so close with the pressure, because that pressure dissipates immediately as soon as it leaves the nozzle. So if you stay maybe 6 to 12 inches away, you're not hitting at full force. If you say 12 to 16 inches away, you're hitting with less force than that. And if you need to hit with a lot of pressure, like on the bugs or whatever, you can come in tighter in certain areas. So I don't think it's too much of a thing to worry about, honestly. I mean, if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, or you don't trust whoever's doing it, then you could just put a lower nozzle on there. The other thing you can do is just adjust this knob. The more you unscrew this, the lower the pressure comes out. And you got the gauge right there so you can see what you're dealing with. So if you wanted to run this at 1,000 PSI, you can be my guest. So let's fire this thing up, see how it goes. Need some fuel. this setup. Installation is literally just fuel, garden hose, plug in your high pressure hose, fire it up. So nice. Just flip this thing around so the exhaust goes out the door. I like to use these quick connect garden hose ends. It's one of the things I keep on my detailing cart. Oh, we got some turbo nozzles in here. We're gonna use one of these turbo nozzles too. We're gonna hit hard. Oh yeah. All right, let's get this thing degreased. About the 100 feet of hose is that when you're washing a tractor trailer, man, you need all of that, every inch. You're gonna have to go around it, go to the other side. You don't want to have to move your power washer just to, you know, get to the last spot you're headed for. Fuel's on, choke's on, engine's on. I think we got it. Look at all the junk on the floor. A lot of paint. Well, we knocked some more stuff loose. I'll tell you what though, there's a whole lot less dirt in here now. I can actually see that. I didn't even know there was a sticker there before. This thing did a killer job reaching under there from the underneath. That turbo nozzle hits pretty hard, maybe almost a little too hard. I'm gonna switch back to a normal rinse nozzle now and do the touchless wash, just to get that thing looking a little bit cleaner on the frame. And then we'll hit the exterior of the whole thing with the 2 steps. That's how they normally wash this thing anyway. These guys were actually the first ones to use stars and stripes. We developed stars and stripes for this company specifically because they had kind of hard water and they weren't getting it done with our previous generation of touchless soaps. So stars and stripes, you can thank these guys for those. Pretty cool to see that their aluminum and everything is held up well. They've been using our stuff for a couple years now. Things are holding up all right. I'm glad to get this thing in here though and do a nice deep clean for them, because it's going to be real nice to see Kyle's reaction when he gets it back. Hopefully everything still works when he goes to start it up. Here's some spots here that are kind of half drying. So that's the stuff we're looking to remove next with the next pass. The aluminum could be a lot better, and that's where we're gonna bust out the M-Shine. I got it in here at about 10 to 1. We've run into a hiccup. This is the inside of the pump that drains out my wash bay. Once the drains hit the oil water separator, they go into a pumping chamber and then up and out into the sanitary waste. I've got no way to finish this truck right now, but I'm gonna make a way. So we've got the bulk of the work done already anyway, but I still have to do the touchless wash on the whole exterior. So I'm gonna run to Harbor Freight and I'm gonna pick up a sump pump, and then we're just gonna temporarily store the wastewater in totes until we get this done. We can't let this stop us. Harbor Freight to the rescue. down you go. And that is how we get out of a bind. All right, we're back in business. Check out the underside of this frame now. Shocking difference. I am very pleased. That M-Shine got it done. Frame's looking a lot better. It's not perfect, but it's a whole lot better. I want to try and get in between these rims real good, get the rubber cleaned out, and we'll give the exterior of this an M-Shine bath. So my goal when using any soaps on polished aluminum is to try and not let them dry. And this is kind of what happens when it does dry. You get that soap residue on there. This cleans off, but it might leave some very slightly noticeable something behind. But yeah, soap's drying on the surface kind of looks like that. So you want to try and work in sections. Try not to get ahead of yourself. Do just a little bit at a time, especially if you're outside. I'm in a pretty good spot here where I'm out of the sun, the air is not moving a lot, so I don't get quick drying here. Drying is never positive, no matter what you're washing. And when you use M-Shine, you want to make sure that the surface of the aluminum is not hot, because that I think it releases hydrogen from the aluminum when you use M-Shine on hot aluminum, and that means that you get streaks immediately. So that's not what you want. So now what's left is we got to get all this stuff off of there. Got a lot of junk blasted all over the thing from doing the underside and all of the undercarriage and engine cleaning work. And we're going to rinse off all the junk that's on these tanks, make these look right again. All the paint has just a little bit of film on it, nothing too bad, but it'll clean up pretty good. Thank goodness for shortcuts like Stars and Stripes, because man, that would be a pain if we had to wipe down this whole thing by hand. I use this foam nozzle here just because it's nice and light. So that's enough of this little gas machine. The main problem is that I have this hose all over my floor, and I really hate that. It's just dragging through grease and stuff. It's really bothering me, and it's heavy. I'm dragging it. I'm gonna go back to my boom up top over here. I think that'll be a little better since it's getting late and I just have a little more I want to do to this thing. So I'm debating like whether or not to do the M-Shine bath on this dump body. It's really not looking bad. I mean, there's just a couple spots where, you know, there's still some film left. This will just wipe off. I already ran my finger across that. But in general, it's pretty tight. I'm up in the air about it, honestly. I don't know. I was just gonna do it because Kyle says he likes to do it to keep it up. But where it really needed the M-Shine was underneath here, and we've already tackled that. That's the most benefit. I think we got it pretty much there with just Stars and Stripes. As the water's evaporating off of it, you know, it's really coming back to a good spot. You can see how nice this thing really is. But we're looking pretty good. Take one last peek at this mighty fine, clean engine compartment. No more grease. They're definitely gonna want to re-grease this thing. Rubber's drying pretty good. Little smudge here and there. We'll hit that up with awesome sauce. Look how dirty this all still is here. I need to clean that better. Yeah, I totally didn't hit that with the pressure. Let's see if we can get these soap stains out of here. to take any shortcuts here, you know. Got the stuff out of there. Everything short of polishing it, that looks a lot better. Well, I think we're in a good spot to put some snake oil on this thing. It's pretty much as clean as I can think I could possibly get it. Boy, that was something else, though. I don't know why this is a lot more effort than I thought, but it looks like it, though. It looks good. We'll see what it looks like in the morning. Good morning. Let's see what we got. Well, this thing dried nice. As far as regrets go, I really wish I had hit the dump body with M-Shine after all. The front could have used it a little bit. That would have been nice to see that blinging. Back of the cab needs a little awesome sauce. And I forgot to do the roof. Some little tune-ups with the awesome sauce and some tire shine. And then I gotta get my after shots. My hand wash. Still didn't get these 2 bugs. This is just, I'm just telling you, this is what the awesome sauce is for, because I'm not very good at this, and it helps me at the last step to get it perfect. A lot of people ask me what I charge, and I mean, I don't charge for this. I missed a couple spots.
It came out really good though.
It definitely cleaned up nice. Did you see it before? Were you here?
No.
Yeah.
But the frame and everything is so clean.
There's a little less paint on it than there used to be.
I can see
that. Yeah. You got that mid on a stick, bro. Alright, you know what we want to do with that? Check this out. The plush soft cover.
I think that's
Let's try that thing out. Look at this thing go. This thing is nice.
Good for me, short people.
Yeah, dude, if I was doing this with a normal rag right now, I wouldn't be able to get this kind of sweep. Let's see if we get the leverage. Am I getting it? Oh, it's coming up. Dude, it's so close.
It's almost there. Oh my god, like 2 spots left.
We'll get up on the scissor lift and I'll get better leverage from up there. Let's get it. I think if I put enough of this on there, it might be a waterless wash. I'm gonna pre-lubricate my pad. Okay. You know what I need?
To lock it?
I need to lock it, yeah.
Oh, those lockets, right.
That's
nice.
That's why. They say don't forget the roof, and we listen. The big man upstairs is watching. That'd be funny if like you die and that's the thing.
That's the reason you go to hell. Your roof was dirty.
These are the owner-only activities because I can't sue myself. Totally OSHA approved.
It's fine, I'm OSHA certified.
So then that should keep us covered. How does the front look? I can't see.
Pretty dirty.
Here we go. So this thing has an abrasive side, which I'm using now, and then like the back is just like a microfiber pad.
I don't understand like how people like don't shower.
Those are the people who tell us to not wash the trucks.
Because it's gonna get dirty tomorrow.
Yeah, it's just gonna get dirty again. That's why I don't shower. Well, at least it looks like we tried up here. Little touch-ups. We'll be ready to rock and roll. I thought this would just be for really weird situations.
Nah, but it gives you so much more leverage.
It gives you leverage, and normally the bumper is kind of a pain to get down on that level with your hands. Try and get a nice 50-50. Normally people put a line of tape. We're just gonna try and make it look good. Did I miss a spot? Should leave it like that. Oh, it's better. Get the shot, up the shot. Get the shot cut. That's cool. How'd the other side of the bumper look?
Same. I cleaned it.
Nice. Dude, you ready or what?
I am ready.
Come on in here, check this thing out.
Wow,
What do you think?
that looks good.
She wants to grab your hands and your face. She gets so happy.
Yes, little love nibbles. That looks great.
Dude, isn't that nice? It came out so good.
Yeah.
30 something hours on it in 2 days.
Wow, it looks like it.
Yeah.
This came out really nice.
Isn't it nice, man?
Yeah,
This thing cleans up good.
it does.
I did the M Shine at like 6-to-1 underneath.
Oh wow, yeah, that cleaned up really nice. Yeah, this looks really, really good. Oh wow,
What do you think, man?
this looks better than new.
Yeah, I spent all day Saturday morning
Wow.
on this. Well, I say all day Saturday morning. I'll have to get some shots of you pulling out. Maybe we can park it under the sun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, these are integral, bro.
Yeah,
Definitely gonna need that. Sweet.
I'm still a little shocked over how good it looks.
I'm glad you like it.